Let's get into it. Coach Colin News here. We've seen a lot of hit pieces written on Trump, videos made by the mainstream media, broadcasts, all sorts of things we've seen. We've seen prosecution. We've seen everything. Fines in the almost billions. It's just incredible everything we've seen happen to Trump since he's decided to run for president. Not just 2024, but just in general. Since the first day of the first time he tried to run all the way to today, he has just been getting lawsuits and berated and things made up about him to no end. But this video here just went too far, I guess. I don't know. This is a very odd case of Trump derangement syndrome. Now, this person is stating everything Trump plans to do if he gets reelected. And this was supposed to be one of those hit pieces, one of those smears. But I think that this should be Trump's newest ad. I really think we should all get behind whoever made this person. Probably a they or a them. And we should make this into an ad. Because this is just perfect. Listen to everything Trump plans to do. And again, this is supposed to be evil stuff. But take a listen.
And here are the first 15 promises he has made if he is reelected. You may have heard of Project 2025, but this is from Agenda 47. And you can read all of these on his website. First, he promises that he will carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in history. He will also ask for the death sentence for anyone convicted of human trafficking. He will close the Department of Education and return all education standards to the states to decide. He will put prayer back into school, and he will criminalize any race-based advantage programs. He will end the Affordable Care Act. He will ban gender-affirming care for adults and children, and he will ban any federal dollars from going towards gender-affirming care, which means anyone with government-provided health care will no longer be able to access gender-affirming care except for Viagra and Cialis. Those will still be available. He will propose a constitutional amendment that gives a term limit to Congress. He will deploy the Department of Justice to investigate the Biden crime family and any of his adversaries or political rivals. He will immediately pardon all of the January 6thers, and he will create a task force to investigate anyone who arrested, charged, or imprisoned a January 6er.
Okay, I'm in. I don't usually interrupt videos, but I don't know about you. I'm in. I don't know what this person's trying to do. This they or them must have created at least 100,000 people who are now going to vote Trump. And it doesn't end there. We're only a third of the way through. Let's keep going.
He will increase the penalties for underage criminal offenders, strengthen immunity for police officers, and deploy the National Guard to patrol woke cities. On day one, he will reassess our participation in NATO and says that every European country needs to pay the United States for protection. He will also restore the wonderful travel ban for Muslims coming to America. He will build freedom cities. This is 10 new cities built on federal land. He will award them to areas with the best development proposals, and he will prioritize moving young families to these freedom cities. He will kill all e-vehicles and e-vehicle legislation, seeking to replace that with the development of a flying car. He believes that we could create a car that vertically takes off. He will remove all of the limits on American natural gas exports and drill baby drill for oil domestically. He will impose a tariff of up to 60% on Chinese imports. He will extend the 2017 tax cuts and drop the corporate tax rate from 21% to 15%. He will push Congress to pass legislation that would give every American the right to concealed carry anywhere at any time. And he will revoke any gun restrictions or legislation that seeks to inhibit people's ability to own guns that's been passed in the last several years. He will demand that Europe pay back all the money we gave Ukraine, and then he will use all of that money to recruit for the American military. And he will take billions and billions of dollars from private university endowments by taxing, fining, and suing the universities. He specifically names Harvard in this one. And then he will use that money to create the American Academy. It is a free online college that will be free of wokeness that he will force employers to recognize as a bachelor's degree equivalent. So that's Agenda 47.
I don't know about you. If you weren't on board with Trump before, this hit piece right here should have just brought you right over. Like, what are we talking about? This is amazing. Get this they them a red hat. Somebody get this they them a MAGA hat. Are you kidding me? This has to be the best thing. I haven't even made a Trump video this good. Are you kidding me? Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, nobody that I know of. Trump himself hasn't even made a video this good. This is incredible. Just broke down everything. Really weird that when you're trying to show all the bad that he's going to do, you're talking about people, you're pointing out that it's going to be a bad thing that sex offenders are going to have harsher penalties. Kind of weird. It's also a bad thing that another nation is going to have to pay America back. Is that bad? Free school online that's going to be the equivalent to a bachelor's degree, and employers are going to have to recognize it. Is that bad? I don't understand. Are these bad things? Sounds pretty damn good to me. I don't know. It's very odd. Again, it's the oddest case of TDS I've ever seen. I've never seen somebody with this type of TDS before. It's like, it's a new strain. It's the Omicron strain of TDS. It's a new strain of TDS. It's the Bidenomics strain of TDS. This is ridiculous. I don't know. All these things sound amazing. I don't know what side you couldn't possibly be. I was going to say left or right. You're not on the side of America if you're not for all these things that he just named. The freedom cities focusing on young families. It sounds pretty good. I don't know. Depending on what it turns into, I'm always wary of 15-minute cities, but it doesn't sound like that's what it's going to be. So it sounds pretty good to me. I don't understand what point this person was trying to make. Even the people in the comments are like, vote Trump, like right away. Like,
and
what?
here are the first 15 promises.
All right, relax, they. Just cool it, they. Jeez. Beautiful eyebrows, I have to say. Gotta give credit where it's due. Great video, beautiful eyebrows. Get this they them a MAGA hat. And I should send them one of those shirts I have, the Trump shirt. I definitely gotta send them a mugshot shirt. How do you not? What a service. Salute this they them. Thank you for your service, they. I'm assuming. I don't know. Like, what do you think? They them. We play it safe. You can't get mad at that. That is how you play it safe, when it comes to the pronouns. You just assume they them, so they can't get mad because they'll think that you're progressive, or you take it right back to the 90s and you just say, yo, bro, hey, lady. That's what I tend to do when I just say, hey, lady, I'm actually okay, fine. Whatever. Can you hear me? Let me say the thing I have to say. But side topic. But all this sounds really good. And the fact that there are people that hate all of these things he's doing only shows that there's more of a problem with him, the person, Trump, than there is with what he does. Because Tim Dillon said this exact thing when he was on Joe Rogan. He was like, Trump could say we have to support Ukraine with all our might, and then the whole side who's been supporting Ukraine would be like, F Ukraine, we're not supporting Ukraine anymore. It's just this, it's like what Biden did with the border. Trump's like, this is what I did with the border. Biden's like, oh, we're going to undo this. It's like he just walked up to a circuit board and just started ripping out wires. Oh, we don't need any of this. You don't know what you're doing. It's just, no matter what it is, he could say the best thing and they'll just go the opposite. Trump could be like, it'd be crazy to see the Democratic Party. Trump goes, you know what, guys? I absolutely love black people. I love them to bits. I have to say, I love black people. You'd see AOC be like, let me tell you something about those blacks. Oh, it would be terrible. He needs to play that type of 4D chess with them. 4D chess with them. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you that video really quick. Those things are what he has planned to do. If he's going to get all of them done, Who knows? He has an entire border to worry about. He has a whole economy to worry about. I'm sure those things will get done bit by bit, but there's only so much you can do in 4 years. Which, you know what? Right before I go, leads me to a conversation I keep having with my friends over and over again. Who are you going to trust to be president? Trump gets in office, does his 4 years, okay? Who would you trust to be president after that? You know, we were having a conversation about this. Now, if the Simpsons are correct, you know, I've seen the Simpsons and they put Ivanka 2028. I'm just saying, Simpsons have been right about a lot of things, so that might be a thing. I would go Tucker, but I always go Tucker, and I don't think Tucker wants to do that. You know, I think we need to stop doing that to Tucker, trying to push him into that. But who could you trust after that? Vivek, I guess. A lot of people don't trust him, though. You know, I'll say Tucker. What, Tulsi? DeSantis? I think out of those, I think it would be between DeSantis and Vivek. Only because I don't know much about Ivanka at all. I know she's a Trump. That gets her a good amount of the way there. But other than that, I don't know much about her. So I would say Vivek or DeSantis. You know, but those are two people who've been smeared with the whole Trojan horse aspect. So I don't know who I would think of to be who I could trust, who I could be so gung-ho about. Like right now I'm very gung-ho about Trump. Like I want to see Trump as president. But after that, who else is there? And honestly, I think after that it's going to be Gavin Newsom is going to be up for a run. I don't know if he'd make it. Right? He still has to clean up all the people in his room, which is California. He has a lot of people to clean up, a lot of discharge to clean up around there. So who knows about that? But who could go up against Gavin if Gavin ended up running, or if like Michelle Obama ended up running? Who goes against these people? You know, Vivek, Tucker, DeSantis, maybe Carrie Lake, maybe some people who are up for VP right now all of a sudden try to step into the presidency. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments who you would trust as president after President Trump serves his second and last term. Let me know in the comments. Other than that, like, subscribe, share. It helps tremendously. I'm out.